Alright, be honest. Quick show of hands. Have you ever played on easy mode? It's okay. You can admit it. I know. It's hard to say out loud, especially if you cut your teeth on Satan spawn games like Contra, or stared into the void of the Ninja Gaiden franchise. Games that make grown men cry. Look, there's no shame in picking easy mode. Sometimes you just want to have fun, not get a stress ulcer. When you realize you're stressing out way more than you're having fun, something is wrong. And devs know this. That's why almost every game today has difficulty options before you even start. But that doesn't mean they can't roast you for picking one. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. Games that viciously make fun of you for not getting good. And you cannot talk about this without starting with the OG. The game that mocked you before you even pressed start, Doom. We're all used to easy, normal, hard. It's standard. Doom had other plans. If you wanted to play on easy, you had to pick, hey, not too rough. If you wanted very easy, you had to select, I'm too young to die. It's literally calling you a baby. In fact, if you dig into the source code, the internal name for that difficulty is Skibot Baby. The console ports for the PlayStation and Saturn were even more brutal. They changed the name of Very Easy to I'm a Wimp. Seriously, who would ever pick that? It's a direct attack on your honor as a gamer. And ID Software loved this. Other games from that era would call the easy mode things like Need a Wet Nurse, just to really hammer home that you're, well, a baby. Of course, some games weren't subtle at all. It's hard to find anyone who had a PlayStation in the 90s who didn't play Twisted Metal. It's easy to see why it blew up. The goal was simple: destroy everyone and be the last one standing. This hardcore idea, using modified cars, trucks, and tanks loaded with weapons where you didn't have to finish first, you just had to survive, was perfect. The game was extremely fun, especially with friends. But, like I said, the idea was to be hardcore. And the sequel, Twisted Metal 2, was even harder. But let's say you just wanted to blow stuff up and picked easy mode. You'd fight your way through the first boss, all hyped to move on. And then, bam! A giant red stop sign hits the screen, and a message that hurts, right in the feelings. Losers are not allowed past this point. You must switch to medium or hard to continue. It's not a joke. The game just stops. It straight up calls you a loser and locks you out. That's just cold. If it were me, I wouldn't take that disrespect. This next one is just deceptive. See, the American version of Streets of Rage 3 was notoriously harder than the Japanese original. If you were used to playing normal in Japan and tried normal in the US, you were in for a shock. The US normal was basically the Japanese hard mode. So, understandably, a lot of players just picked easy, and the game lets you. You play through level 1, level 2, 3, 4, 5, you beat the boss, and wait. Where's level 6? That's right. If you play on easy, the game removes the final 2 levels. You just don't get to see them. You have to restart the entire game on normal to see the real ending. And to add insult to injury, after you beat the fake final boss on level 5, the game hits you with this closing line. You play this game like a beginner. Ouch, man. That's a knife to the heart. Even if you were a beginner, what 90s kid would ever admit that? Nobody. Now, the Crash Bandicoot games are classics, but let's be real, they aren't that hard. If you got stuck, it was probably because of a misjudged jump, a bad camera angle, or the level's progression, not the difficulty itself. But just because it's easy doesn't mean everyone can breeze through without dying. And Naughty Dog, they prepared for this. This one is so bizarre because the humiliation is helpful. In Crash Bandicoot 2, if you die in the exact same spot over and over, the game takes pity on you. On your next try, you'll be gifted a free Aku Aku mask. If you still manage to die, the game will turn the first box you see into a checkpoint. It will keep doing this, adding more masks and more checkpoints until you finally pass. It's basically the game humiliating you with kindness. It will drag you across that finish line, for better or worse, even if it has to baby-proof the level for you. Hideo Kojima is a genius, right? I don't think many people would disagree, but his genius can also be a little bit trolly. Starting around the 6th generation, games got nicer. If you got stuck on a mission and died repeatedly, the game would gently ask you to lower the difficulty. It was like the game saying, hey buddy, you're not gonna make it, just let us help you. Here's a lollipop. Metal Gear Solid does the same thing. Fail a mission too many times, and the game calls you over and asks, hey, wanna try this on a lower difficulty? And in any other game, you'd say yes. But in Metal Gear Solid, Kojima has a special reward for you, an accessory. Yes, a literal chicken hat. It does help. Enemies won't spot you as easily, but you have to play the entire mission looking like that. Look, I'd rather not pass the mission. Seriously. For anyone who grew up playing Battletoads, Ninja Gaiden, or Contra, you just can't wear a chicken hat to get past the mission. It's not gonna happen. It's a matter of honor. But all of those, they're nothing. all of those games at least let you play. The award for the single greatest easy mode troll in history has to go to I Wanna Be the Guy. This game is already a monument to player suffering. It's designed to be unfair, brutal, and impossible. So, when you get to the difficulty select screen, you see hard, very hard, and impossible. But then, tucked away, you see a small, innocent-looking option. Medium. You think, oh thank God, an easy mode. You move your mouse, you click it, and the game redirects you to a Barbie Games website. The game is literally telling you to go play with dolls instead of wasting its time. The ultimate roast. It trolls you so hard, it kicks you out of the game. There is no easy mode. And that's all I've got. What other games have roasted you for wanting to take it easy? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.